Hi, my name is Larry Newman. I'm an upstate New York lawyer practicing criminal defense. Today I wanted to talk to you about alternatives to incarceration and how do you even get an alternative to incarceration? Well, remember, if you want something, you have to ask for it, but you also have to ask the appropriate people. I believe that you have to start planting seeds early within the process if you're looking for an alternative to incarceration. So if you're looking for or seeking an alternative to incarceration, like electronic home monitoring or having a sobriety placed on your phone or community service hours or weekends in jail or any of those types of options, then you have to start early and you have to start by first having the client tell the probation officer that does the PSI. It's called a pre-sentence investigation. Remember, on any case where there's going to be either a chance of probation or they're looking for probation or review of the case, on a felony case, they're always going to have a pre-sentence investigation with a report. You want the client, you want to be able to at least discuss with the probation officer, are there alternatives to my being incarcerated? Then the attorney that is representing you should contact the probation officer and say, what are the alternatives to incarceration in this county? Every county is different and it's constantly changing what they're adding or deleting or what they're offering in terms of options. There may be an option that the attorney doesn't even know about because it just started. There may be options like just going on a work duty where you go and you do yard work on Saturdays and Sundays. I've gotten that for some of the clients. It also could be just weekends in jail instead of a term of jail. It could be a partial term in jail and having electronic home monitoring. It could be all different types of things placed together in a package, but it has to be discussed. If it's discussed with the probation officer, you know that the chances are it's going to be also placed within the probation report. Remember, the probation officer that does the probation investigation compiles a report. That report is then going to get seen by the prosecutor, it's going to get seen by the judge, it's going to get seen by your attorney. So it's important that in there it says these are what we've considered as alternatives to incarceration. Remember, in New York State, it's graduated sanctions. So if you haven't had incarceration as a punishment for anything, then they may consider alternatives to incarceration before having incarceration as a punishment. So plant the seeds in the probation officer. So that's number one. Number two is your attorney should also discuss it with the prosecutor. Are there alternatives to incarceration? Would you be open to alternatives to incarceration? So if you have support of the prosecutor, if you have support of the probation department, and then your attorney also places the reasons why leniency should be granted in your case and get letters from your family and your friends and all those things together, then that gets placed as a package to the judge. Now the judge is going to hear from probation and what their recommendations are. They're going to hear from the prosecutor, and if they're open to this as an option alternatives to incarceration, then they're going to hear from your attorney about alternatives to incarceration. Guess what? Now the judge is at least persuaded. You know, people say, well, go argue this or argue that. I believe a better technique or a better understanding of this whole process is you want to persuade people and give them reasons to give you something. There's always the why in back of it. So if everybody's on board and everybody can give supporting reasons why you deserve to have alternatives to incarceration, then the chances of getting that as a potential sentence are greatly increased. If you have questions about your DWI or criminal matter in upstate New York, these are the types of things that we handle. Give us a call, shoot us an email, or fill out the phone on our website. Be more than happy to discuss it with you. And thanks for watching this video.